Welcome back. I wanted to talk about the ionic Hydra pole, the different uses, and I wanted to give you an understanding when you're choosing your pole in regards to two key questions that any customer will ask. One is price, which is budget, and two is performance. So both those are key factors in relation to choosing a particular pole for your particular environment or task that it may be needed for. So we say water-fed poles in relation to the Hydra, but if it's got a thread, we can attach it. So in relation to the grafter thread, high reach camera inspections, whether that's cleaning, buildings, wildlife inspections, cobweb brushes, we've even had paint rollers in relation to mining and industrial applications like that, and then of course water-fed poles in relation to facade cleaning, window cleaning, and then soft washing in relation to chemical application and dispersal with different nozzles. So the telescopic Hydra pole has many different genres. Today here we have 32 feet and 45 feet poles, and I wanted to show you the difference in relation to composition and flex. So in the 32 range size below that, they come in two different configurations. One is GF, glass fibre, and the other is CF, carbon fibre. So for example, the 32 foot GF is 2.29 kilos and the 32 foot CF is 1.73 kilos. So dramatically there is a weight difference between the two poles, but more so in relation to a big dramatic change, or which you'll see in relation to the performance factor and the flexibility and rigidity. So why do we need that? So if we're cleaning a particular area and it's quite stubborn in relation to dirt and grime, we may need to put some more downward pressure on that pole. Having a pole that flexes is going to be or make it a harder task to be able to perform that particular job at hand. But then sometimes flex can work in advantage in relation to if a pole is needed to be bent behind some architectural screens, then flex in that case will be a performance in carrying out, or a requirement in carrying out that task. But generally, the lighter the pole, the more rigid the pole, the easier that particular task is going to be. In relation to the two 45 foot poles we have there, we have two different compositions in relation to which we're going to show you. So in relation to the Hydra pole above 35 feet, we don't have a GF version, so we don't have a glass fibre, so it comes in a standard carbon fibre and then a high modulus carbon fibre. So in the 45 foot range, the weights are the same. So weight in determining a pole in relation to job at hand is not going to be the main factor. It's going to be performance and also budget, which will reflect that end purchase price or that end decision that that customer may be making. So come in, we'll carry out some flex tests on the two 32 foot poles. We'll take a look up high and you'll be able to see in relation to these two poles in situ. So the poles are identified GF, glass fibre, and CF, carbon fibre. So the poles are in full extension there. So on my left, you can see the amount of flex in relation to that pole. So if we needed to push on that particular area to give it a good scrub, the more flex is going to make that task slightly harder. But the pole in itself is priced accordingly and will still allow you to do the task and working within the customer's budget. The carbon fibre is totally different in relation to response, and we can add quite a lot of downward pressure quite easily in relation to that cleaning task. So having a more rigid, lighter pole again makes the task a lot easier. So you can see that again, the GF pole and the CF pole with about the same amount of downward pressure. The GF being cheaper than the CF, but in relation to budget, it may suit you. Coming out and having a look at the two 45 foot poles. Now these particular poles aren't fully extended, but I wanted to give you an interpretation of the flex. So we have the CF carbon fibre, then we have the CFP, the high modulus carbon fibre. So even the carbon fibre, as we increase the length, will still have a certain degree of flex, but then the high modulus carbon fibre will not bend as much as the standard carbon fibre. So once again, having more rigidity in that pole will make that task at hand a lot easier. And in relation to flicking it between windows and around buildings when they're fully extended, is going to make that carrying out the ergonomics and that performance factors on the individual to be able to hang off a water-fed pole all day long will have definite consequences in relation to those particular cleaning tasks. So choosing your pole, it will come down in any business to budget. We all have budgets. Ideally, the lightest, stiffest pole is the best for the particular job at hand, but then again, we're all determined and controlled by that big word budget. So I hope this has been a great overview. I'll put some links below in the video in relation to brushes. There's a wide range of brushes that can be attached to these poles to suit different applications and different cleaning tasks. Ask us about cameras in relation to high reach inspections, whatever genre that is, cobweb brushes and any other accessories. If it's got that thread, we can screw it on for you. Prices can be seen at ionicsystems.com.au. Check us out on the web, check out all our other YouTube videos and our main parent company, Blue Tongue Industries. Thanks for watching, we'll see you on the next video.